And as followers, as Jesus followers, disciples, you and I are basically apprentices of Jesus, right? We're learning from our master. We're in training. We're practicing living the Jesus way. I kind of think of it like running a marathon. Okay, our spiritual growth, our discipleship is like running a marathon. If I were to decide this afternoon that, hey, I'm going to go out and run 26.2 miles, I put on my running shoes, I go outside, and I start to run, I'm going to make it 3 or 4 driveways before I cop an attitude. All right? I mean, in order to run a marathon, I've got to train. You know, you start off slow or, with low mileage, and you work your way up, and ultimately, you'll reach your goal. Well, this morning, as followers of Jesus, Jesus teaches us how to lead the Jesus way. Now, it's interesting, when we heard the scripture from Mark chapter 10, you're probably thinking, I've heard that before. Okay, it's kind of like an echo that you hear over and over again because the disciples kept pushing back against this teaching of Jesus. They just couldn't get it into their thick skulls. They kept questioning. And Jesus taught this lesson 3 different times. Once on the road to Capernaum, on the road to Jerusalem, Mark 10, and again on Thursday night, the night of his betrayal. He had to teach the same lesson again. You see, there are these 2 opposing forces in our life that all of us struggle with, right? I mean, we all struggle with pride and we struggle having humility. And when you look all throughout the Bible, I mean, over and over and over again, the scripture teaches that God does not like pride. Proverbs chapter 8, to fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Again, Proverbs 16, the Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. James, the brother of Jesus, wrote, God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So God detests, God hates pride. And so what does the Lord require of us? The prophet Micah tells us to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with God. Again, whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted.